Welcome to the debate. Today we're diving into a really critical question for modern enterprises. Does Kubernetes unequivocally drive digital transformation and agility? Or do its, inherent complexities significantly temper those promised benefits? I'll be arguing that Kubernetes is in fact a strategic, foundational enabler for modern businesses.
And I'll be coming at it from a different angle. While sure, its potential is clear, I'll be highlighting the very real, often substantial implementation challenges that can complicate, if not sometimes undermine, those touted advantages, particularly for larger organizations.
Look, my view here is that Kubernetes isn't just, some passing trend. It's truly cemented itself as a strategic, mainstream foundation. We're seeing massive adoption. I mean, recent surveys show anywhere from 80 to 96% of organizations are using it or seriously evaluating it in production. And this isn't merely about adopting a new tool, it's really a strategic shift. It's towards enabling faster service delivery, enhancing resilience, and improving cost predictability in what's a very dynamic cloud environment. Kubernetes offers this, frankly, unparalleled workload portability across hybrid and multi-cloud setups. It essentially abstracts away the underlying infrastructure differences through its declarative APIs. Enterprises modernize and migrate existing applications to the cloud without necessarily rebuilding them from the ground up. All this drives innovation, from initial pilots right through to enterprise-wide adoption.
Okay, I acknowledge your points about its potential, and yes, the adoption rates are high, advocate. However, I'm sorry, but I just don't quite buy that it's a seamless path for everyone. Kubernetes at enterprise scale introduces, significant complexity that can quite easily negate many of those purported advantages. Take skill shortages, for instance. The demand for specialized Kubernetes expertise just continues to outstrip supply. This requires dedicated platform engineering teams, and despite the high adoption you mentioned, these become new and, frankly, substantial cost centers. Security is also paramount. We're seeing figures like 67% of organizations delaying deployments specifically due to security concerns. And nearly half reporting lost revenue or customer trust directly from security incidents. Plus, without really stringent FinOps practices, that's financial operations, robust cloud cost management, the operational overhead in this phenomenon of cluster sprawl, the proliferation of too many underutilized Kubernetes clusters, can actually increase costs rather than reducing them. It fundamentally undermines the very efficiencies Kubernetes promises on paper.
You've laid out a powerful case for the complexities, and yes, those are absolutely critical considerations. But let's take your points on, say, substantial cost centers and paramount security risks. I would contend these aren't insurmountable barriers, but rather strategic investments that with foresight yield significant returns. The benefits of shorter time to market, truly enhanced resilience, and radically improved operational efficiency that Kubernetes can deliver, these often far outweigh the initial hurdles. Successful enterprises, they treat Kubernetes as a strategic lever, not just another technical tool in the box. They understand that by making these necessary investments in skills and robust security frameworks, they gain a tangible competitive advantage. It enables consistent operation of mission-critical workloads across really diverse environments, from financial systems to healthcare. That's a key driver for measurable business growth, not just some IT line item.
Well, manageable investment sounds quite reasonable in theory, advocate, but how does that square with the 67% figure, organizations delaying deployments because of security? That's not just an investment. That feels like a direct impediment to the very time-to-market advantage you claim Kubernetes enhances. The scale of these issues, the skills gaps, the pervasive security risks leading to actual revenue loss, and the sometimes uncontrolled costs from operational complexity and that cluster sprawl, they're not minor, easily surmountable obstacles for many. They are systemic challenges that often hinder the very agility Kubernetes promises on the tin, making the journey to value far more arduous and, frankly, risky than is often portrayed. It really is a critical balancing act, where the complexities can easily eclipse the benefits if not, meticulously managed.
Indeed, the journey does require foresight and meticulous management. I absolutely agree there. But at its core, Kubernetes enables agility and innovation at a scale that,
well, traditional infrastructure simply cannot match. It is a foundational technology, one that links infrastructure decisions directly to measurable business outcomes like resilience, cost efficiency, and that faster time to market. So, those who approach it strategically, understanding its power to modernize and drive entirely new services, they are the ones who will continue to lead their industries.
I agree the potential is immense. However, IT leaders simply must understand that this potential comes packaged with considerable demands. Successfully harnessing Kubernetes requires a strategic approach that acknowledges its powerful capabilities, absolutely, but also proactively addresses the significant complexities in skills,
For the latest tech
security, and,
insights, visit
importantly, cost management.
em360tech.com.
Without this balanced perspective, the path to realizing that value can be, well, fraught with significant challenges.
Precisely. It's not just about, shaving a few dollars off the IT budget, is it? It's about leveraging this platform to fundamentally transform how businesses operate, how they innovate, and how they can truly get ahead.
And recognizing that the pathway there is not without its significant and, I'd argue, often underestimated hurdles. Both immense promise and considerable peril exist side by side within this powerful technology.
For the latest tech insights, visit em360tech.com.